Alright guys, what is up? Today we're going to be reacting to some of my gameplay footage from the Kirby Air Riders Global Test Ride Demo event. So this is the menu, you got your visual effects slider, and you got your friends, which, yeah. You got your Nintendo eShop little buttons, you can purchase the game, and then you got your lessons, your air ride, your city trial, and your paddock. And so lessons we're going to go into, it's all like these lessons, the little things that help you learn the game. I've already completed all these in past playthroughs. Air rides racing mode, city trial is the one in the city, and then paddock is the little on-ride thing. So we're going to air ride first, and I thought this little question mark was going to be like more unlockable tracks, because there's only 3 tracks here, but it's just a random, so I feel like there should be more than 3 tracks, you know? But it's a demo, so I guess get 3 tracks. Then if you go into the character select, it is pretty massive in here. I didn't know we were getting this much characters for a demo, especially since like we only got like those 3 tracks. We get like 14 characters here. Random button. So I picked Gooey because I like him. But then I realized there are different costumes. Look at this. There are costumes in this demo, and every character has at least one costume for the demo, which is crazy. But then I also saw on the bottom it says X for a little hat thing, so I thought we could get hats. But I have no hats? Like, how you get hats? I've already played this demo a bunch. How would I get any hats? Anyways, and then with the vehicles you got, or machines, whatever you call them, you got this pretty wide selection here, you know? And I don't have much to say on the machines, but they all act very differently. Then I click ready, I have another problem here. We're going to load into the game. There's only 6 players in this mode, and this cannot be played online, the air ride mode. It is exclusively versus the CPUs that are only on level 3, so they aren't even that good. And you just play versus 6 players, and it just randomizes their carts and stuff, like Mario Kart. I really do like this screen here, though. It kind of looks like Smash. But anyways, 6 players, and I'm one of them. Anyways, back to the gameplay, though. You do the boost at the start, and this just feels oh so good. Like, the drifting is smooth, it's beautiful, the flying, nice perfect landing. And again, I'm playing as Gooey because I really like him. Boost panels. Sorry if the filming is a bit laggy here. But basically, what this is the gameplay loop. So this is the default first track, the Flurry Fields. And so you go through this little cave. I don't know what I'm doing right here. And I just want to point out some other stuff that happens. So you can swallow enemies and shoot them out as stars. You get these grind rails here. Switch between those. But I do really like swallowing enemies. And some enemies, like these ones with the fire over their heads, have special abilities for when you swallow them. So we might be able to see that later. Oh, right here I get a special, and then look at this. This is Gooey's special, but every single character in this demo has a special, and every single character in the game. So Gooey shoots out these cool plasma orbs, as you just saw. You can rewind it if you want to go watch it again. I really like the specials. And you can see this track is 3 laps, so we're going on to lap 3 of 3. It says final lap. Some other tracks are 2 laps and even 1 lap here. And so I think it's really cool. But this is nice. You got your little miles per hour counter or kilometers per hour, depending on where you live, down there in the bottom right, and it's got a little Gooey sticking out. You can see your charge, see your place. I'm in third. You got a little mini map. You got this thing under the mini map that tells you how far away you are from the people behind and in front of you, which is really cool. And then you got your lap counter, which says 3 out of 3. I don't know. I didn't really switch the grind rails here, but again, gameplay is super fun. I have nothing wrong with the gameplay. And then at the end, you get the finish line, fly off into the sky, and then it does the little animation, and you can't hear it now, but it does the Kirby song, the tell me if that's a good impression. You do your little pose, and then the money rains down, but you don't actually get money here, so whatever. And then we're gonna be going to the next track, which is gonna be Wave Flow Waters. And so this is the Way Flow Waters track, but this one seemed the hardest to me for some reason. I don't know why. You start in this little water area. I'm gonna talk more about the tracks now. You can like go into the walls a little bit. You can see I go into the water walls, like right there. And yeah. And so then you go through here and you got this thing. And then you got these really cool grind rails that like light up when you go near them, and then you go under the sea. Again, you can see we switching the grind rails. Then you got this really rainbow water with the fish, and if you're wondering what Gooey does when he like spins on his tongue, every character has like a spin. You like jiggle the control stick around, and it gives you like a little spin. So that's how that works. And then you get onto this boardwalk area, which is very appropriate for the theme. Take some sharp turns, and this was really cool. I was just going over here and knocked down the umbrella, and then I into the cannon. Cannon shoots, but I think I'm gonna go into the whirlpool. I get out. I ride past the whirlpool on the grind rails, which are going 150 miles per hour. Just crazy fast. Actually, don't take that little shortcut this time. We got all these little shortcuts and places that you can go around the track. And then once you go through that little pirate ship area, you got these little speed boost, little water ring things. And then you got this sideways, like, this is non-stop chaos. And I really like this track. It was really fun. And then you go to the end where you fly down. And I just got my special. But that's pretty much it for the Wayflow Waters track. It's a two-lapper this time. But it's a really cool track that I just thought I would comment on because I really like the track. So if you want to see like full gameplay of this track, you can find it somewhere else. But that's gonna be it for the Wayflow Waters track for now. I said that, but then I realized right here I have the sword copy ability, and I haven't gotten a copy ability yet. So what you do is you got this little sword guy, you look kind of like a Link, and then you can like use it to hit people. I'm not doing a very good job here, but this is when you swallow people. So just cutting in to say that. So yeah. Here is the paddock, which is the online um hangout area for you, your friends, and other people online. You can enter a paddock or open one of your own. So I create mine. You can make it any one room, a friend's room, or a passcode room. There's a playstyle thing which is really cool. You can choose all these playstyles. So if you want to do like competitive, I just click live streaming for fun. You could do anywhere from I think 2 to 16 players. So that's really cool. Yeah. And then when you go okay, it's gonna make you a paddock, and then it's gonna have a paddock ID. I really don't care if you see this ID. This probably doesn't exist, but hey, if you want to join this, I don't know. Anyways, I was just Rick here because Rick's cool, but you really cannot do much here. You got the TV where you can watch replays or whatever's going on right now, but obviously nothing's going on because nobody's playing. You got a little Gumi stand. You got a music player, which doesn't work right now. You got a match player. I don't know, my thing's kind of lagging. You got the food table. You got the sofas. You got trophy stand. You got the little garage over here, but there's nothing really much in it, just that one machine. And you got all your emotes. There's 4 types of emotes. There's greet, which has these 4. So I chose the congrats emote. You got react, ready, okay, no, and whoops. You got the announce one, and so I chose sorry I'm late. I don't know why. And then you got all the mingle ones. So you got a good 16 emotes for 4 different categories. So yeah, so it's a fine. And then you create your match, and this is where you would make a match. And so yeah, I kind of made a match, but I don't care. We're just gonna hop into the next mode, which I don't know why I skipped the Mount Amber Falls track, but we're gonna hop into City Trial, I think, next. Okay, so this is the City Trial mode, so you go and select City Trial. You get to choose your rider, but not your machine for this one, because City Trial works differently, in where you start with the star machine and get to gain it. So I played as Cappy for now. I don't know why. He's Cappy. And then when you go on, you get the little Wi-Fi symbol, which is a way of saying that people are connecting. I feel like this connecting went on for a while. And so it doesn't go on for this long all the time. Like, usually it's probably done by about now, but people join, unjoin. We got a few randoms here. We had a lot of DDDs, Magalores, But it was a pretty, it's like cool to it would be cooler to be in the paddock, the thing that we just saw while you're waiting for this scene. You can kind of skip past this part. I'm just going to talk. There it goes. And so you will get your guy, and then we'll do a City Trial startup screen. And so this is City Trial, and this is my favorite mode to play because it's online. It's a 16-player game, which is definitely upgraded from the 6 players that you get in the normal mode. So I don't know if I'm going to be talking for the full 5 minutes, but it does the 3, 2, 1, and you start your City Trial match. And this part, you press Y to amount vehicles. So I immediately saw a chariot like 5 seconds in, which is a vehicle I like. Go around and collect these stats. I just collected a weight stat. Jet is another vehicle I like, is actually my preferred one, so I was going to keep on the Jet Star as much as I could. So you go around swapping your vehicles and collecting these stats, and the foods can heal you. And basically, there's kind of some brawling here, some battling. I didn't want to take that boost right there. But, it's basically collecting stats so you can go through the thing at the end. So I'm going to watch over this footage, and if I see anything interesting, I can unpause the footage, and I'll tell you all about it. Okay, so this little thing called an event pop-up that says machines can now fly more easily on the bottom, and you'll see that is, in fact, correct. And these events happen. I don't know if they're actually called events. They happen all the time. So every time you hit a little boost, I'm going flying into the sky. And so this is the event machines now fly more easily. So every time I hit a little booster, a little ledge maybe, and just see you just fly up into the sky. And right now I'm just trying to collect stuff. But then I also got this little power up that makes you go pretty fast. Like, I feel like you might have made this power up. It's not a power up. It's just it's a little bit too fast. Like, it feels like the game is lagging all out, teleporting everywhere. I can't get any of the boxes. I'm a wheel now. It's crazy stuff. But basically, what I'm trying to do is collect power ups, and this fast thing comes, and I'm not. That's not what I'm looking for. But basically, I get that. I throw this Gordo. There's crazy stuff happening. But that's the event. That machines now fly more easily. That's one of the events, and there are like probably, I don't know, more than 50 events that can appear in this thing because I've seen so many. And so, like, I'm just gonna wait until another one pops up. But basically, the premise of this thing is we're doing a little kind of battle afterwards. And now is where I got to try out Cappy's special ability here. And so it's this kind of like bullet cap. But more events just pop up randomly, and you'll probably get 2 or 3 of them throughout your run. I don't know, something like that. But at the end, we're gonna do this big battle versus everyone in the server. After we go to the city trial map, we're gonna do a big battle. You guys probably already know this sealed trial map. We can just skip past this part, but also you can go in the sewers here and get shut out, which is sick. We got a cave, we got everything, and so I'll be back once something interesting happens. Oh no, wait! A short race is about to start, so I think I did join this race. So this is an event, and this is one of the more engaging events. I kind of failed this race. Don't look at my placement, but here's what happens. You head over to reception, which is this little blue swirling area. If you get in there before the time ends, you get plugged into the short race. So here I am with a few seconds left, and then the short race starts. And look, it's just like a race. And I started out in like 10th place, and I ended in like 12th. It's not very interesting, the gameplay, but you just do a short race around the map. And even though I got like last place and I wasn't playing too well here, you'll see that I get a lot of rewards for doing these races. And I hit a big little fly thing, and see, somebody already won the short race. I was hitting the walls, and so this was the event that happened in short race. So you see, I got 12th place, but I get all these power ups here. Even though I got 12th place, I get 8 power ups, so it's not that bad. And those are the events and stuff that can happen around the city trial game mode. And you can see there's 20 seconds left now, and in the last few seconds, it kind of becomes an all-out brawl for everyone and just everything. I was trying to get machines. I was racing around, smashing boxes. I was going super fast because the battery was sucking people up. People were getting me on fire. I was getting my final power-ups. It's just crazy. And then once the time limit goes off, once this timer reaches 0, time goes up. And then what happens after this is you get a little short screen. You can see all your stats. I can see that a lot of weight, a lot of health, a good amount of some other stuff, but I kind of lack it in flight abilities, but that's okay. It's a flight course. Then stadium pops up, you get to vote for a stadium. It's telling me to do the button rush, high, I don't know, but I wanted to do the rail panic because I haven't done that one before. Yeah, that's what I chose. So you vote for your stadium, and I found that every time I voted for this, and I've played City Trial quite a few times, I'd say 10 times, every time my stadium gets chosen. So you'll see right here, rail panic gets chosen. So, and these are actual players online, so they also must have voted. But I'm only playing versus 6 people here, and we're 16 people. So I wonder if there are multiple stadiums, and if you choose a stadium, you always go to your stadium. I didn't know this was how it works. Basically, what you're doing here, you're trying to get inside the speed rings, and you're going along the rails, and you're trying to dodge the lasers. It's called rail panic for a reason. I think I got a pretty good score here, but that's a side point. So we use our stats. I got some fine speed stats, and I got a lot of weight, which is probably good for the rail panic. I got this little laser pointer effect, and then once you get to the end, you can see what place you got. I'm pretty sure I got 4th place there, and I beat the stadium, and that's how the city trial game mode ends. So you do your city part, and then you do a loading screen, and you come through in the end. And I got 4th. I got 2375, and there was someone still racing. So there were not 5 people. There were 6 people. There was just some guy still racing. So I waited here for the end of his racing. But that's how the city trial game mode works. You do all the city stuff, everything happens, and then you exit the city trial. So that's how the city trial works. And it's a really cool game mode, and that's where I spend most of my time in the Kirby Air Riders Direct. Well, not Direct, the Kirby Air Riders demo. And so, because it's playing online, it's a really fun game mode. And I'm just going to talk more about my general stuff while we're doing the last final races of this demo. So I think this is a pretty good game, and I think this is a pretty good demo. As you can see, I'm going to play some city trial footage in the background, so if you guys want to watch that while I'm talking. But this is just going to be my general thoughts. My thoughts on the paddock first, because they're the most simplest ones. I'm just going to say it's just not fun to go around it. And let me just quickly react on what's happening here. This vehicle is cool because while you're drifting, it keeps going forward. If you see, like, it keeps going the same direction while you're drifting. I don't think that's cool. Actually, machines now fly more easily. It happens a lot, so I'm just flying around. But basically, the drifting thing happens so much. It just kind of ruins the gameplay, I think, because like while you're drifting, you go forward, and some people really like this. They say it feels more like other racing games they play, or it just feels better for them. But for me, I don't like this. But it's just totally up to personal preference. That's why I really like all the machines feel different. But then I also want to comment how I also really don't like that the machines feel different, because it feels like there is going to be one definitive meta that like most people feel popular. Popular. Most people feel good with this one particular meta, and that's gonna be what they use for all their gameplays. I got the supercharged power up. Um, so they're gonna use a meta, and I feel like I died here. Yeah, I don't know how I did that. I've never seen someone do that before, but you just kind of spawn back. I feel like there's gonna be one thing that most people use because most people are gonna be doing the normal stuff. I find myself really comfortable with that Jetstar that I was using because it is just that thing that I feel the most comfortable with. It feels the most like other racing games that I play, like Mario Kart World, like all these other Mario Kart games, Sonic Racing. I don't know, just other games I'm familiar with. It just feels more like that. These more vehicles like this wheel and that jet that I'm using right now, and it just doesn't feel right to me, but it also feels like if your play style is you feel more like this tank thing that I was using before, or some other cool thing, was like the thing that you want, and that's cool. I think I actually might have won this Dust Talk Derby because I activated my Kirby special effect and was rolling around. So I defeated Lava Chicken, um, defeated Juicy Jace. Shout out to all these people if you're watching this video, which they're not gonna be. But if you are, comment down below. Maybe I'll feature you in the next video. But that's my thoughts. And then now thoughts on the paddock. It's boring. Yeah. You're not gonna have fun in the paddock. Even if you're with friends, there's like nothing to do there. There's more to do in the actual game, but nothing for now. Um, but yeah, actually, I think I won right here because I defeated this last guy. So I took first place in a desktop derby. bman, let's go. And anyways, it just doesn't feel right for me, the races, because first of all, there's 3 tracks. I already commented on that. There's 6 players. I also already commented on that. And those things are fine for the demo, I guess. And then the races just feel really bare bones. It feels like there's not enough items going around. But then it also feels like kind of chaotic at the same time. It feels like it's not chaotic enough and then also too chaotic at times. But I digress. It's like the races are fine as they are right now. I like them. They're pretty good. This game mode that we're playing in the screen right now, the entire time, City Trial, it's a really good game mode and it's online, so that really makes the fun of any game. Just adding online to any racing game is going to make it really fun, especially a special racing game that has this special game mode that most other racing games don't have. Kirby Air Riders. Rare Box just spawned right in front of me, and Rare Boxes give you quite a lot of stuff. You see, I just got 7 power-ups, a lot of defense. So I was going for Rare Boxes here, a minute left. But it's just a really cool racing game from the demo. Um, and then the practice little tutorial things are they're pretty good. I liked them. I played them all. It really didn't take that long. But I do like that when the event's not active, because it was only active at specific times this weekend, Saturday, Sunday. You're seeing that after that it's not active until next weekend, which is going to be the 15th and 16th. And so I'll tell you the times are the same as it was this week, but it's not going to be active again until next weekend. And so while you're waiting, you can actually do all the tutorials. You can open up the game and play the tutorials even when the event's not active. And then when the event's active, you can play the air ride, the city trial, the paddock. I don't know why you can't play the paddock when the event's not active. It's pretty simple game mode. But that's basically my main thoughts on the Kirby Air Riders demo. And again, I'm probably going to make another video on this once Kirby Air Riders comes out. I'm going to be filming a lot of videos on that because you guys liked my last Kirby Air Riders video. Hope you support this one. Just viewing it means a whole lot to me. But if you would like the video and subscribe, I would super appreciate it. You see I got 12 health here, which is crazy. Best vehicle ever, like a billion of everything. 12 health, I got 60 things. And I saw other people talking about there was a PAX West demo that they played, and it was like, just felt more polished than this. And I'm like, yeah, this is a online demo with everyone. it's like it's not gonna be the same as like a demo that Nintendo specifically flies you specially, obviously not me, but you specially out there just to play the demo. It's not gonna be the same. But this demo is a really good online demo. I think the Dragon Drive demo before, let me just go off topic for a little bit here. That demo was fine. And the point of this thing that's happening on screen right now is just supposed to kill, suck up, attack as many enemies as possible, and then the more you do, you get more points. But anyways, it's not gonna feel as good as that, but it's a really nice demo for audience. It's better than the Dragon Drive demo, obviously, because the game is amazing. Got this plasma shot. If I charge it fully up, watch this. Boom. Anyway, it's a really good game. All the modes in the demo felt pretty fun. The only mode I had a problem with was just the air ride mode because it just felt like it got boring. I played the 3 tracks like twice and then I never wanted to go play the air ride mode again. It was pretty boring. It just didn't stay good, you know? Because you just have those 3 tracks and it's just NPCs. City trial mode, a bunch of different even though it's always in the same map, a bunch of different stuff happens and it's just in a really more fun mode, just like play online, and it's my favorite mode to play. Obviously, tutorials and paddock, those are like one-time modes. And you'll see here, I think I might have, yeah, I got 4th place. I got 36 kills. Someone got 55 kills. That's great. But that's basically my entire thoughts on Kirby Air Riders demo. And now we're going to go into the Mount Amber Falls track. It's going to be pretty fun. I love this blast of speed you get at the start. It's so fun. But anyways, it's kind of weird that it says final lap right at the start because this is obviously a 1 lap track. Went from 3 laps to 2 laps to 1 lap. And so at this point I was this isn't my first demo footage obviously, but I was getting pretty good at sucking up the enemies, shooting them as stars, doing the drifts. You can see I'm doing drifts around this turn, the spin moves to try to take these guys out. And capturing enemies is a really big thing here because you can get their capture abilities. But my opinions on this track are it's amazing. You go down the mountain, you start off in the snowy tops as you saw. We're going down, we head down the boardwalk. Got this section where there's that little shortcut over here that always brings you up to the top. Even though I got the jet star and I would go to the top anyway. Unleash plasma balls, obviously. And then over here is one of my favorite parts. We're just taking them down the mountain, and this is the back and forth where everybody's like brawling it out. And then I got my special, and so I had taken out the first place and everything. But I went backwards, and so I went from first to fifth, and I needed to make it back, so I was in fourth. And you can see the little star patterns on the road, and this part's so cool. You go down the waterfall. I went down the middle here, and look what my guy does. He goes down the middle. He does a flip into the waterfall and jumps out. And you know the other thing you've seen, they bounce down the rocks? This was so cool. I tried to swallow that wheel because when you swallow the wheel, you become the wheel, as you've seen before. So I was back in third, and there's this little red thing on the bottom, you pinkish red thing. Look, here's a dash food stop that looks like Mario Kart. Pinkish red thing on the bottom, as I was saying, that indicates when someone's behind you and they kind of like threatening to attack you. Um, and this guy, I couldn't catch up with him, but anyways. And then you got this little end out, and you get the little parking lot, and then you get the final beach ride to victory. Mount Amber Falls is such an amazing track. I tried to hit him, but I couldn't get him fast enough. But it's such a good track. And I really like the slow-mo dramatic finish, and then you fly off the cliff. Mount Amber Falls is such an amazing track, and this, in the sum, just sum up the entire demo, not just a specific game mode, sorry for the lag, it's like just this is just an amazing demo, and I'm definitely going to come back and playing it next weekend. Even though I've finished like everything up, I've done everything in the demo, all the tutorials, all the track, I've done city trial, I've tried the paddock, I've done everything that this demo has to offer. Even though I've done that, I'm just going to come back and I'm going to keep playing the demo because this demo is just amazing. But here it is again. The 6 players. I can't get over this. They're stuck on CPU level 3. Fine, make it 6 players. Let us play online. Like, I guess you can't play. You can't. And also another gripe I have with the demo. I don't mean to be too negative here, but you can't couch co-op. If I just want to play Air Ride here with my friends, I can't even couch co-op this mode. I don't understand why. All I want to do is just couch co-op and play Air Ride mode with my friends. Just me, one of my friends playing the track, and then there's 4 NPCs because there's 6 players total. And I just feel like I can't even do that in the demo, and obviously they want us to play the main game. But I can't even co-op the demo? This was another problem I had. These demos are only online. And then, even if I wanted to take Kirby Air Riders online, the Air Ride mode, the city trial mode's online. The air ride mode, no, it's got to be offline. I don't understand why everything has to be offline, because this is literally called, like, what is it called, the online test trial. It's a worldwide test. I don't know, but you're supposed to be playing this online with people, and then we can't even play the main air ride mode online. This doesn't make any sense to me. It's my main gripe with this game. You see, I've got the fire copy ability here. Um, that's my main gripe, is I can't play couch co-op. I can't play online. I've got limited abilities of what I can do in the game, because in the air ride mode, I can only play just me and CPUs, and I guess it's kind of fun for the first bit, but then it just gets old. And then in the city trial mode, I still can't play couch co-op, which it's fine if the city trial's just online. It's at least they added online into the city trial. I'm saying city trial mode is pretty fun, but I wish they just even just don't add online to this. Maybe just add couch co-op and online to the air ride mode, plus just the same city trial mode with online, making the paddock actually do something like it's going to do in the actual game. At least that's what they said in the direct. Paddock is going to have more stuff to do, like the machines and garage, because right now it feels like, why is this in the demo if it, like, doesn't do anything? Like, this is to demo your game and doesn't do anything in the demo. So it's going to do something in the game, it doesn't do anything in the demo. So you notice these little star bits that the people in front of me are leaving behind? Those are like drafts in Mario Kart. You, like, get speed up by them. But, like, why is it in the game? And then for the, I don't have any gripes with the practice lessons. Those are all pretty good. There's like 20 of them. They take a good amount of time to finish. So that is my full thoughts on the Kirby Air Riders Global Test Drive demo. I'll definitely be playing this next week. If you guys have played this, please comment down below if you actually played the demo, and tell me your thoughts about it. And you could even give it a rating, 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 5 out of 10, whatever you want to give it. You could tell me what you liked, tell me what you disliked. And and but I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna rate the demo, but I'm definitely gonna rate the game. I like rating every game. I'm gonna tell you guys my rating for Mario Kart World soon. Maybe I'll make a video on that. I know the game's kind of old, but whatever. But this is the Kirby Air Riders Global Test Ride. I'm going to be excited to be playing Kirby Air Riders with you guys when it releases on the 20th. I'm going to make a video on it then. But yeah, I also noticed this thing. If you stay on the title screen for a bit longer, it starts playing the animation from the direct. So we'll let this play while the end card goes. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, I would appreciate it so much if you just liked and dropped a sub. And if you do sub, you get to see more Kirby Air Riders content. Without any further ado, it's going to be it for this video. Alright, bye.